Sports Extra, I'm Zach Fox. It's now time for our Hoop Madness Team of the Week. And for this week, we're bringing in the 1A state champions, the Jayton Jaybirds, finishing the year 39-3 and fresh off of their 1A state title, beating Benjamin 60-53. Next, we'll speak with head coach Ryan Blacker. 2019, you guys have been able to make some school history, just being able to get to state. And since that point, 4 times you made to the state tournament, 3 of those ending in the state title game, with obviously this one making some school history, being the 1A state champions. I guess, what was the biggest difference this year? I mean, you're able to make some history in 19, but make the biggest history, obviously, this year.
Well, I just think the experience from those past tournaments helped a lot. That was a big deal. I felt like this was maybe the team that came in the most comfortable to this state tournament. I felt like we were much more relaxed and just maybe had a little bit higher expectation to go win it all. But the past tournaments definitely set the standard for this group. And
we speak about that 2019 team, the ground layers, and being able to lay out the future for what this Jaybirds team can be like. Can you speak to them and what they were able to do to set this basketball program where it needs to be?
Yeah, you know, that was such a fun year. We had, you know, I remember we played regional at Abilene Christian that year, and it was all new to everybody. And you'll never forget that the first time it was just so much fun and so new. But luckily, the state tournament, so making it so hard, so every year it just feels like the first one again.
And we spoke before the state title game, and now we spoke immediately after, and you kind of had the same answers. But with as young as this team is, 2 seniors, a lot of this group is freshmen, sophomore, and a few juniors. And them able to get to this point last year and win. But you know, you even said this is just their work ethic. They're going to show you this in football. We had you guys brought in for the end zone team of the week. Then here we are, basketball. It's going to be the same thing with track. You know, one-act play. You had a couple guys right now at the cross-sex debate competing at state. I mean, everything that they do, you know that you're going to get their best shot.
Yeah, and that just makes it so easy to coach when they're like that. But like I said on Saturday, like all you have to do is coach, because they do everything else. You know that you don't have to coach effort. You don't have to, you know, make sure that they're doing little things extra, and it really makes it easy to coach, because you can really just worry about the things that you really need, you know, that you need to worry about.
And just for you personally, being able to see this team get back to that state title game, and this time obviously coming out on top. In that moment when that buzzer sounded, you gave, you know, Coach Stanley just one of the biggest bear hugs I've seen. But being able to be in that moment, what was your just immediate reaction?
You know, it was a little surreal, because like we've talked about it. It's like Benjamin was shooting free throws at 40 seconds. We went down and scored real quick, and then it was almost like the game was over. It's like the 35 seconds took about 5 seconds. So it never really hit me until I know they were shooting they shot a 3 with about 13 seconds left, and then Sean got the rebound and went and scored. And it really didn't hit me till I saw somebody on the bench kind of starting to celebrate when he got down there, and I kind of looked up and saw that there was about 3 seconds left. And then it kind of realized that it was all over, because I really thought it was going to be a long, drawn-out last minute, and lots of timeouts, lots of fouls, lots of high-stress free throws, and that didn't happen. So I'm a little bit relieved that I didn't realize it was over till about 3 seconds left in the game.
And then, you know, well, you had some time to ponder over it, heading all the way back home last night, but being there with the community, being able to celebrate you guys, because how special was that for you?
Yeah, last night was really awesome. We came in and everybody was there. Everybody in the town was there, and had a little walk-through parade, just kind of right quick, and it was really a cool feeling. It was way better than I ever thought it would even be, and last night was really special.
Well, Coach, we're so proud of you, and congratulations on being the state champ.
Thank you.
Let's pick some of those Jaybirds. Justin, you're one of 2 seniors on this team. Just what has it meant to you to be able to finish your season there, not only competing there in the Alamo Dome, but obviously be able to take home the gold as a state champion?
It's almost unbelievable, you know. We've been winning all season, going back into town. You know, town will bring us back in. It's like it hasn't really clicked yet. Like, we won a state championship. It just feels like another game won, you know.
Yeah, and then being a team manager for this group for so long, and then these last 2 years being able to actually wear that jersey, be there on the court, and then be able to hoist that state title in your senior year. Have you kind of had a second just kind of look back and see all that work and preparation that it took to even to get to that point, and then now you're here, you get to enjoy it?
Yes, sir. You know, being a manager, it was great. You got to look up to those guys who are out there on the court, and you just wanted nothing more than to be those guys. And now it's it's my time, and the managers get to look up to me and eventually become what we are.
Sean, throughout this entire season, I mean, it seemed like you've been averaging just about 30 points per game, and that didn't stop once you guys hit state. And we kind of even transpired maybe from your freshman year last year of scoring. But, Coach even and I kind of talked about it just now, and the experience, despite being just a sophomore, you had so much experience of what that moment is like to be able to play there in the Alamo Dome. How much do you think that really factored into the comfortability level of this team competing?
Oh yeah, it helped tremendously because having those 2 games with me having a big game, the championship last year, it definitely had my confidence. It's like, yeah, I can just do my thing, attack the rim, and just play how I play and just flushing off all the nerves.
And really since 2019, and you can even argue before that, but especially now, I mean, it seems like it is state or nothing now, the type of culture you guys have had as far as putting a winning thing together. And now, obviously, hoisting already a gold medal just as a sophomore. What does that say maybe about the future of this Jaybirds program?
It just starts off something bright. We've had goals that have a couple rings by the time we graduate, and to have one to start off is just a good boost up to get possibly more.
Colt, 19 points in the state championship game, most of those happening in the second half, really when this team needed it most, there in the points and the paint especially. But then afterwards, you get to celebrate with the team and then get awarded with the tournament MVP. I guess, what did that moment mean to you once your name was called?
It felt really special. It felt like what I've worked for my whole life, just playing basketball every day and playing little dribblers and going to all the summer tournaments and camps. It felt really good seeing all the hard work that I've put in and all the hard work that this team has put in, finally being able to get the gold and lift the trophy up in there.
Absolutely. So you get to celebrate there, then obviously you get to celebrate it back home, bring home the title to Jayton. You had the community celebrating there as well. But how special was it for you to, make that school history with this group?
It was really special because this group, we're all super close as friends, and before games, we'll all go to each other's houses and hang out and play Xbox. And then after practice, we'll all go hang out and we'll go eat at restaurants and stuff. So we're a super close group. So to be able to accomplish this with guys that I call my best friends, it's really special.
And there are the Class 1A state champion Jayton Jaybirds, the Hoop Madness team of the week. More K-Speedy Sports Extra coming up next.